So Horizon Zero Dawn was one of the best games that I've ever played within the last several years. It was an epic journey the entire way through. And in today's video, we're going to find out if the quality of the collector's edition meets the quality of the game. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. So I always find that it's an actual gamble to buy a collector's edition of a brand new IP, a game that has just came out. And the reason for that is, even if the collector's edition is amazing, it looks great, if the game itself, the quality of the game itself isn't kind of up to par, then it kind of takes away a little bit from the specialness of the collector's edition. A prime example of this was kind of like the Recore collector's edition that I unboxed last year. And the Recore statue itself, the collector's edition statue itself, albeit very expensive, was like the quality of it was just absolutely astounding. I still have it on my shelf to this day, to like my leftover here. But the problem with this, because the game wasn't as good, just takes away from it. It doesn't make it feel as special. When I look at the collector's edition, I just see it's a cool collector's edition. I don't think, oh wow, that's a cool collector's edition to a great game. But as we all know, because I've actually completed my Let's Play walkthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn on my YouTube channel right now, this game was absolutely outstanding from its graphics, which were some of the best graphics that I've ever played on a console. I would actually even say ever, even compared to my PC games out there. From the gameplay to the story, it was just a fabulous game the entire way through. I still plan to do my review of it. It may actually already be up depending on when I post this video. So if you want my review of my Let's Play of the game, you can find them in the description. But yeah, let's open this baby up and let's see if the collector's edition is just as good as the game is. So what we have here is a sleeve for the box. And it looks like we have a box on the inside again. Box farting. Oh, that's cool. So on the outside of the sleeve, it's a very professional looking box, but on the inside it's more artistic in how it looks, which is actually kind of makes me a little bit sad to actually, because I'm probably just gonna end up throwing this box anyway. So we have artwork of the Thunderjaw, the land, sacred land, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, pretty cool blue looking box on the inside. Where is the... So when you first open it up, on the top you have what looks like to be the artwork as well as the steelbook that the game comes with. So we'll pull this out and place it off to the side. And we have some regular styrofoam right here. It looks like we're gonna slide this off. Alright, so now that we have everything out of the box and unsleeved, let's talk about each component really quickly, because there's really not much. It's basically your standard collector's edition with an art book, statue, and a steelbook. So we'll start off with the art book. The art book is probably an average size art book. I've never been a fan of art books. I know I have fans, and I know I have friends who absolutely love them, because I have some graphic artist friends who love going to art books and kind of seeing how the game was made, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not a huge fan of art books. I usually just end up giving these away, so yeah. But what I do like is I do love steelbooks. Steelbooks are one of my favorite parts of collector's editions. And I would have to say that the Horizon Zero Dawn is not the best designed one that I've ever seen. It's kind of average. It has a picture of Aloy on the top and a Thunderjaw on the bottom. And I find that the Horizon Zero Dawn name on the front is a little bit difficult to see. Maybe I'm just being a little nitpicky, but that's just me. But what I do like is that you do get the name of the game on the spine. Sometimes creators, they cheap out and don't put the name of the game on the spine, and it absolutely burns my OCD, because when I put it on a shelf I can't see what the name of the game is, so I don't know what the game is, and it's mine is blown, and then I want to punch a cactus. So then we have a picture of a triangle on the back, which I think is a symbol of the sacred land or something in the game, as well as some other small monsters in the bottom left hand corner. when we move on to the inside, so on the inside you get the disc of the game, which I assume is just a basic retail disc. I am not 100% sure because the one that when I played it, I was actually playing with a digital version of the game, so I'm not 100% sure. Moving on to what you guys came for, which is the actual statue itself. It's done exceptionally well for the price point that you're paying for the statue. Much better than that Uncharted statue that I actually act like. The Uncharted 4 statue, I completely shitted on in my unboxing ever. But anyways, this one is done well. It is fairly light. It stands 9 inches tall and it has exceptional detailing to it. All the way from Aloy herself, to her hair, to her armor, to her patented bow, all the way down to the Watcher that she's mounting on. This is a Watcher, which is one of the mechanical monsters that you're going to be encountering throughout the entire game, and just depicts her just basically standing on it after she defeated it. The statue itself doesn't really do anything special. It doesn't light up, nothing moves, just your standard statue that would sit on your shelf. But like I said, the attention to detail, especially around Aloy herself, the feathering of the armor, of her gauntlets, all that stuff. And Aloy herself doesn't really have that much of a distinctive face that would be hard to depict, but in the game that is, but even they nailed it basically down to a T for her face. It looks exactly like her, right down to her cute little freckles on her face. So they did a great job with the statue itself. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for my unboxing of the collector's edition of Horizon Zero Dawn. I would have to say, in terms of a score, I would probably give it a solid 8 out of 10. It doesn't really do anything that much different than your standard collector's edition. It basically has the core components of your steelbook, your statue, and your art book, but the statue itself is done well, and I think it warrants the price that you're paying. So I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. And they also make this really cool Thunderjaw edition that I saw on the Sony store when I was perusing the merchandise of the Sony store. It looks really cool. It's really expensive, but I want it. It's just one of those things, life is expensive, but I still want it. I don't know if I'll ever get it, but if I do get it, I'll definitely do an unboxing for you guys to check out in the near future. But until then, thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Look out for my review of the game if it isn't already out. If it is out, you'll find in the description. As well, if this is the first video of mine you're watching and you haven't played the game yourself, you have completed a full Let's Play walkthrough of the game as well on my channel. So yeah, hopefully you guys check that out as well. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a fast day.